Welcome to 0 to 60.
Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 6-0 Football Academy and 6-0 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of the football.
That was his dream to play for Colorado.
McChesney grew up in Colorado, always wanted to be a Buffalo, has had a great career.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We're at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much. Damn, Bailey, that fucking video rocks, dog. Shit, happy Friday. Welcome to 0 to 60, everybody. I'm Matt McChesney. Bailey's on the ones and the twos, and goddamn, them ones and twos look good today. We'll be posting that motherfucker right there. That's badass. I got my own theme music. So look, we got a lot to talk about here today. Let's get into it, get dirty, get nasty. It's fucking Friday, bitch, and football's right around the corner. We got some shit to bet on tonight for FanDuel. I can't wait. Let's fucking go.
Matt, happy Friday. We in the building. I'm glad you liked the intro video. There's a lot of work went into that, and I think it was great. So I hope people really enjoy that, man. Season's here, Matt. We are 2 weeks away from Colorado versus Georgia Tech. How are we feeling? Matt, what are your kind of thoughts here as we get closer to Colorado versus Georgia Tech week 1?
I'm getting antsy, dog. You know, like I'm tired of fucking waiting for this shit.
Me too.
Tired of it. So, like, I wish that I could, like, I watched that Alien Earth show last night. Not very good. Kind of slow. I don't know. It might be good later. First episode was a fucking sleeper.
Gotcha.
But still, there's like these portals that you can sleep in and just like sleep years away. Can I sleep the next 3 fucking weeks away so we can get to the game, please?
Literally. Man.
It's driving me nuts. But look, man, look, football is building. The news is never stopping, and there's lots to react to. So, look, man, I'm just excited about this season because I really do think that they're being undervalued just terribly. The same way I thought that they were being undervalued last year. I don't see them reverting.
Yeah.
Like once they get to this part of, program building, which is lose big, 1-11, lose small, 4-8, win small, 9-4, win big. That's the next step. That's how this works. Yeah. So now winning big is 11 games in the playoff. And honestly, I don't see a reason why they can't go and run the Big 12 and go to the playoff. I don't see it. I don't see all these dominant teams in the Big 12 that are so much better than CU. I just don't see it.
No, and I think really this season Colorado can take the next step, like you mentioned, Matt. This is the season where they can potentially win big, and I think we've kind of discussed it. The next step for Colorado is to get to the double-digit win column, and I think it starts with running the ball, like you mentioned. And I also think defensively, Colorado is going to take another step on top of, I thought, an unbelievable defensive season from Coach Livingston and that defense last year. I really saw that defensive line emerge with Coach Damian Lewis, who's down in Miami now, and Coach Sapp. Now, I want to talk about one of the defensive linemen because this may be an interesting conversation between Matt and I here. But Jaheim Otis, Alabama defensive line transfer, interior defensive line transfer, has been working his way up in Colorado Buffalo's camp here. And Gilly hosts a podcast, went and visited Colorado Buffalo's camp and gave Jaheim Otis a message that I want to get Matt's reaction to. Take a listen.
There's talented motherfuckers on this team, man. You know what else they say? You don't work hard, man. You got 3 kids, man. How you playing with this shit, man? You got 3 kids, man. Me and these niggas got 3 kids, man. How you playing with this shit, man? I just want to know. I said that, I talked to a coach, he said, 90 right there. I said, damn, I just got done hollering at him from Mississippi. He said, he one of the most talented motherfuckers on this field. By far. But he don't want it.
But he don't want it. What do you think of this?
I think that if I didn't have to look at his hat, the message might actually resonate with me.
I mean,
I just don't know how I can't take you seriously when you look like a clown. Look, the message is good. Mm-hmm. Are you living up to your potential? You have 3 kids. What are you fucking around for? There's something to play for. Mm-hmm. I'm not a problem with that whatsoever. I don't know if this is going to go over very well, but I don't know this guy at all, and I've never met him before. Why, out of everybody in your Rolodex, why is he the one talking to your defensive tackle?
That is
like Warren Sapp or Donatel Petco or Coach Lewis or all coaches can't call Michael Irvin and Marshall Falk, or we can't why him? Because he has a podcast?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dog, but if you want me to get into this whole we're surrounded by NFL stars, why is the number 1 jock sniff talking to your players?
That is a valid question.
I just don't know. I don't know him, and you can't tell me that he's bringing football knowledge to the 6'6", 310-pound 3 technique. So,
no.
Look, but his message. His message is good. Mm-hmm. I want to reiterate that because I know it'll be taken out of the wrong context. His message is good. He is asking him, why are you fucking around? You're not living up to your potential. You got 3 kids, yada, 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 yada. But I'm not against it if it's consistent and he's there for the kids' well-being and he's not just there to suck off the media and get his brand up off Coach Prime's brand, which you can't tell me people don't try and do.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
From what I'm saying, he's a motivational speaker. All right, cool. Well, then that makes sense. Okay. Is he, I don't know how motivating that speech was, but it ain't supposed to be. He's calling him out.
Yeah.
And that also is a good thing. Sometimes you need to be called out on your bullshit, and maybe that's what he's doing. Sometimes you need a different voice from just a coach to really wake you up, somebody that's just observing and not in the film room and not on your ass all day, every day. So this may be a good thing. Shit, I don't know. But at the same, look, I just this fucking hat is ridiculous, and I can't get over it.
Yeah, that's oh shit. I look at it like this.
Other than that, the message was pretty good, and it's probably pretty good to hear from a different voice. And as long as Gilly's intentions are pure, then I'm sure that his message to the young men is a good thing. So,
yeah, and here's my thing. I think you made a great point with it, Matt.
I just don't have a damn clue who they are, so that's my bad for being naive on that. I don't know who they are.
Well, yeah, they are podcasters. They do host podcasts. They also go around and do a bunch of other stuff. But in essence, they're podcasters. They do podcasts with bars.
Is this the dude that had the beef with
Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Yes.
Okay. So that's who he is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So here's my thing. I have no issue with Gilly's message. I just think that there is no way in hell that if Jaheim Otis, who I'm gonna be honest, we'll talk about this in a second, but it seems like he has a laziness issue just from an outsider's perspective. And there's no way that you can't tell me Deion Sanders, Nick Saban, and all the other coaches that have been around him haven't said the same thing that Gilly has said to him. So I sit here and question why, or I just highly doubted that Jaheim Otis is going to take that message from Gilly seriously, and then you see him wearing a big ass hat on top of it.
Well, I don't think. Look, from what I'm reading in the comments, and again, I'm naive to this. I've never heard about this guy until the Cam Newton thing, which I thought was ridiculous. Take away what the hat looks like. Apparently, he owns the company. If I own that stupid ass hat company, I'd be rocking that shit too.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Well, obviously, it's working for him. So, congratulations to that move. I don't necessarily think that the kid won't listen, but he's definitely got a lazy problem.
Let's
be real. Let's just transfer to that. Like Gilly, we appreciate the fact that you're supporting. We appreciate the fact that you're there. From what I'm gathering here, he's pretty tight with the Sanders family and is a major player in the rap game and the podcasting game.
Well, Gilly is a former rapper. It's just
awesome. Good. I'm happy for him. And honestly, I like the message that he's given to Big Man. But Otis got ran out of Alabama for being fat, lazy, and slow. And he was in the transfer portal for a reason. Some guys are in the transfer portal because they graduated. Some guys are in the transfer portal because they ate their way to it. Now, he did come back into shape and into camp in unbelievable shape, right? But there are individuals out here that look like Tarzan, play like Jane. And unfortunately, that happens a ton. We had a scrimmage last night against Montbello and Columbine. Montbello has some of the biggest kids I've ever seen, bro, but they just got mollywopped. Like, standing straight up, no pass rush, wouldn't chase the ball. And I'm sitting there like, man, you guys are lucky I don't coach your asses. You would hate my ass.
Like several teams like that, Matt. Yeah.
But I will say this, Coach Sapp, I'm pretty sure Coach Sapp told him not even to come back if he wasn't under 315, and he came back.
No. Let me make this clear.
Was that Barnes?
Mistaken with Barnes. Yeah. So Barnes is the one who came into camp losing weight. Barnes is who Domata Pecco. You saw Coach Sapp.
All right. So then is Otis still fat?
So here's where this gets interesting. Otis is currently going viral for a one-on-one rep in Colorado practice where Jordan Seaton basically says you do the same move over and over again. And just watch this rep, Matt. And you and I have both done one-on-one reps over the years. Look, just watch this.
Go again. Show me from the beginning, please.
All right, here you go.
Cross face, rip, no hands, stop. Yeah.
And then he just walks back. And
then you hear that's the only move you ever do. It's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, it was Jordan Seaton calling him out too. So,
I mean, he might want to move to offensive line because once you're a one-move pass rusher or just more. Look, here's a question: would you working with Otis? I'll work with anybody that wants to work. Personally, I think that the coaching staff is scared to send guys to me, and I think the players don't want to work at the level that I work at, period. That's what I think. So I'm right down the street. Everybody knows me. I don't go after the players and ask them to come in, but they understand that the work is there. But again, we work at my place. We're not out fucking around. So
that's true.
I'm not saying they are out fucking around, but they're not working with me and they're not calling me. I've had a couple of conversations with different people up there about how we work together, and it always comes back to me donating my time and like making sure that I'm doing it for free. And I'm not doing that shit. I don't work for free. So, yeah, if you want to work, you know where 6-0's at, and you have to invest in yourself in order for me to invest in you because I'm a motherfucking professional with this pension. So you can't try and like squash me down because I'm not a Hall of Famer or some shit. That didn't work.
No, you're 100% right, Matt. Now, I'm curious to see how Jaheim Otis fares in Colorado's depth because I
would break this kid's fucking will in one day, bro. He wouldn't want to do what I asked him to do. He won't come in and do ropes and hammers and body weight and lift and push the sled and do technique work and do film with a smile on his face. Get a protein shake, sit down, go over what he did wrong, go over tomorrow what he needs to do right, and show back up at 5 a.m. That shit ain't going to fucking happen. So don't sit here and act like I'm the fucking bad guy.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, 100%. And
college guys want to get there, dog. They don't want to work that hard when they get there. That's why all the college guys disappear once they walk out of the gym. Like, oh, I can just go fuck around in my weight room at school and I can hide in a 150-person pack instead of being elite again. So that's just me.
You ain't lying, Matt. I mean, I can tell you that. You ain't lying about that last part. Shit. My biggest takeaway from
that's the same thing that happened at Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And
it's the mentality, dog. It's the, I'm here and somebody wrote an article about me 6 months ago and I'm special and I don't really need to do everything, so I'm going to hide in the fucking group rather than put in the fucking work at the highest level. Every time I go up there, Bailey, sorry to cut you off. Every time I go up there, all I hear is, hey, let me get a card. Let's work. And I'm like, cool, bro, come down. Do I ever hear from anyone? Or is it only like, hey, I've got a week off from training. Can I come down and I can't really pay you. Like, I thought all the guys were making fucking money in Boulder. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a retired NFL player. You can't use the I don't have any money excuse with me. What do I look like, a fucking moron?
I mean, seriously though, like you ain't lying about that, and you know better than anybody. Like in your profession and what you're doing now, like you know better than anybody what these kids are making. So, I like Jordan Seaton calling him out and being like, use another move. I don't know. I just
Jordan Seaton is one of those kids that actually puts in work. I saw him all off season at different places. Even the University of Miami, for God's sakes, would made me nervous as shit. I saw him putting in work, and guess what he looks like? He looks like he put in fucking work because he looks like
crazy right now. Yeah,
that motherfucker's on one.
Yeah.
So he should be calling his ass out. He should be going. Sometimes, bro, it happens where these highly regarded 4 and 5-star and 3-star recruits turn out to be absolute dog shit and can't play and don't have any heart and won't chase the ball, and they just get beat on. And unfortunately, you're going to run across a lot of those guys in the transfer portal when you try and figure out if they're that guy or not, because coaches have to figure out for themselves. I guarantee you they did their homework on this kid, but the upside outweighed the negative. So they were like, okay, we're going to bring him in and see if Coach Sapp and Coach Pecco and our strength coach and everybody that we're around can pull it out of this kid. But from what I'm gathering, it just ain't happening.
I haven't heard that it's happened yet, Matt. And
that's a predetermined crossface. But I don't care about that. I don't where's the hump move counter? Why aren't you bull rushing his ass? Why are you stopping? Why aren't you running back to the fucking line?
That pissed me off. I didn't really care about
stopping in the middle of it. Number 70 should drop his motherfucking ass on his head right here and start yelling at him.
Yeah.
Sorry ass punk motherfucker. And then have him run back. Why aren't you running back to the line? Run! It really bothers me, dog. Mm-hmm. As a guy who played fucking three technique there, and I think at a higher level than that, I would anticipate that Coach Sapp and Coach Pecco are rather disappointed.
Sure. And all the people in the chat who are going out, use a different, none of you play D-line. Shut up. The visual how it is,
if he crosses if he crosses face, go back real quick. The minute he crosses face, his left arm, when he gets locked right there, look at the fucking center's feet. They're touching each other right here.
Yeah.
The center has a bad rep. But Otis is crossing over. He's not going vertical. He should have a lateral step and a vertical step. His left shoulder should be bent down. Yeah. And when he dips his shoulder, what allows his left hand to do is to drop and stop right there. You see this elbow and the fucking shoulder exposure? So as the offensive lineman whose feet were just together is pushing you a certain direction, that's where you put your right foot in the fucking ground hard. You stop. Your leverage is already down because you took proper footwork and didn't cross over and stand the fuck up, which is what he did. And you take this big motherfucking left arm and you grab his shoulder or his elbow and you hump his ass by and you accelerate to the quarterback and hit him in the fucking teeth and drive his ass into the ground as hard as you can and get up and run after the ball and do it again. That's what defensive line play is, not this soft-ass bullshit.
Facts. Jaheim Otis, we'll see how you respond.
Hold on, and this one right here. Yeah, you are. Bro, you don't want dominant 3 technique play in Boulder? When you have dominant 3 technique play in Boulder, we go to bowl games, win bowl games, and play for conference championships. Every time we do not have it, we don't go to bowl games. We can't win shit. I already did the list, and he ain't on it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sit here and tell me that you're not going to watch dominant defensive linemen. In fact, I don't know if there is anybody more fun to watch than violent defensive linemen as they throw around and ragdoll 300-pound men.
Good point. Good point.
And he's being coached by somebody who I've seen absolutely ragdoll everyone and anyone.
Yeah.
And Warren Sapp, and maybe the hardest playing son of a bitch I've ever seen at Delma Pecco.
Yeah, who's also at that level too. Exactly.
Like, and the thing that worries me is 2 things. Number one, I didn't hear either of their voices. Now it's a short clip.
Sure, yeah.
At least we heard Seton. They might just be sitting there doing this and looking at each other like, what the fuck do we have to do? Why doesn't this kid listen to anything we say? Why is he doing this weird-ass move again? Everybody knows he does the same shit every time, including the offensive line. This center just had the worst fucking set ever, and he still lost. Yeah. And then on top of losing, what did he do? You know what the worst thing you can do in a rep is? Fucking quit. That's the worst possible thing you can do in any rep. So you know what? I want to revert all the way back here. Hey, Gilly, you need to go out and stick your size 12 in this kid's ass, especially since you guys are from the same part of Mississippi and there seems to be a bond. Dog, please go motivate this guy. Do whatever you got to do. Spit in his ear, fucking give him a back rub his fucking corns. Just get him on the quarterback's ass, for God's sakes. Fuck me.
No, and you said it best, Matt. Definitely. We'll see how Jaheim Otis responds. We'll see if he works.
I want to meet Gilly now. Now I want a big 6-0 hat.
That would be sweet. That would be big ass 6-0 hat. Hey, yeah, we might have to make that happen. Stay tuned chat. We might have to make that happen. That'd be pretty sweet.
Size 8, Gilly's 5'4".
Perfect.
Size 8, then it'll fit better.
Oh man, let's discuss. Let's briefly discuss this here. Matt, you might appreciate this. Lil Wayne at his concert, I think last night or the other day. At the very end of it, he gave a shout out to Shilo Sanders at the very end, which this kind of caught me off guard, but I like it. Shout out to Wayne here. Take a listen.
One time for my motherfucking brother Shilo Sanders, nigga.
The whole world.
Where was he?
I think he's at a concert. I think I was at one of his concerts or something. He did.
Yeah, but obviously it's at a concert in which city? Well, they definitely booed his ass, so I hope it's not Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, or
yes,
Baltimore. They're like, fuck him. Yeah, man, look, it's good to have Lil Wayne as an ambassador, I guess. I mean, he's awesome. He kicks ass. Yeah, I'm with that.
Oh, man. Let's
yeah, I love Lil Wayne personally, but again, I don't. We've got man. It's got to be bigger than shout outs and shit.
No,
you can have all these people go validate it now.
Yeah.
When Snoop was catching punts and throwing balls at USC, they were undefeated and winning the national title.
That is also true.
That's the next step we need to take, homie. Period. I'm sorry, but until then, where people are around the country that are actually playing for national titles that don't do this are going to continue to criticize it and use it against us until we validate it. And I only know that because all I do is talk to coaches who laugh at this shit and use it against us in recruiting. So just don't fucking sit here and act like it doesn't happen, bro. There's not everything is politically correct. Even for as non-politically correct as I am, there's certain shit on the show I won't say that coaches will say to players to get them to not go to certain teams. So you use that information for whatever you want. But don't sit here and act like it doesn't fucking happen, considering all the conspiracy theories that have flown out about Shador and whatnot. How do you think people negatively recruit against CU? I'll give you a couple guesses, you dumbasses. I'm sure you can figure it out if you just fucking use your old think tank.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking ruthless. Some of the shit I hear, and I'm like, damn, dog, that is not happening, nor is it cool to say.
I mean, you ain't lying either. Like, Matt, you know better than anybody. I mean, better than everybody. I mean, seriously. So, I mean, that's Real shit, chat. Listen up to that. One other thing, Colorado-wise, before we take a brief break here, Julian Lewis signed an NIL deal with a company called Gym Weed, which is like an energy drink, athletic focus drink here, it says. But Juju, I guess his NIL evaluation is at like $1 million or 1.1 million or something.
Gym Weed?
Yeah, that's what they're called. That's what it's called, I guess. Gym Weed. And it's like an energy drink. I don't get the branding of it at all. No, there's no weed in it. No,
is there CBD in it?
No, there's no CBD in it. I don't think. There's no way you could drink it if there's CBD in it.
CBD is not illegal. You're in Colorado, land of the free, home of the brave. You can take CBD. CBD doesn't make you high.
No, but I'm saying they don't test you for that.
I don't think so.
No. Well,
every fucking buddy's smoking dope in Colorado everywhere. No, they're not testing for it. You want to lose your football team? Test for weed.
Yeah,
here's a good idea. Don't test the Broncos, the Nuggets, or the Buffs, or the Rams for weed ever. Never, dude. Fuck. If Barnett used to walk in and be like, you're getting drug tested in 6 weeks, but some of you are not going to be on the list. And I'm like, yes, he knows. I used to walk in and be like, Andy, am I on the list? He'd be like, yep. And I'd be like, take me off the fucking list now. I'm trying to play this weekend.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. I'd imagine this is what it looks like. As a recruit, the minute you get away from the coaches, my guess is you're at somebody's fucking badass crib, because no longer are you at a college house where 6 dudes live, right? Now everybody's got their own individual badass cribs.
That's true.
You're at a badass crib with some Boulder bitches, some floozies from fucking some sorority house, like daddy's money, homeboys driving her car around, taking advantage of the situation, which you should do. Yes. There's probably a choo-choo train going up somewhere, and I'm not talking about the one around the Christmas tree. And I bet there's a pound of weed and a bunch of blunt wraps, and everybody's sitting around fucking, having fun and drinking, and there's keg out in the fucking. And if it's not like that, we're not in fucking college.
Oh man, Matt, you are a character. I love your perspective.
It's facts, dog. Like you just walk up, Prime should walk in and grab everyone's hand and go backwoods.
Well, that's a lot better than fucking.
No, I'm not criticizing it. As a guy who partakes literally every fucking hour, I haven't had a drink in going on 18 years here. So actually, it just hit. No, in 17 years. It just hit 17 years. So, yeah, I think alcohol is poison. I'd much rather you smoke and eat a pizza and go to sleep and wake up and come to work. But that's just me. You and I agree on that, Matt. That is 100% true. When we come back from commercial, we got to discuss a lot of different things across sports. There's a ton of college football news we got to discuss. We got to react to some Nebraska Cornhuskers uniforms that I'm curious, as somebody who really cares about the old-time rivalries and stuff, I'm curious to see your reaction to it. Also, Texas Tech, or the Big 12 really, has banned things being thrown on the field, so that means no more tortillas. No more tortillas for you, you dirty fucks. No more tortillas for Texas Tech Raider fans, unfortunately. No more locked doors. The WNBA. The Masons Convention? Nice. Let's talk about that some more. Oh, geez. The WNBA, I guess players turned down a deal from the WNBA that would have given them 4 times their current salary. And they said, according to one player, that was a slap in the face from the WNBA, which I thought was a really odd and interesting comment. We also got to react to the Michigan versus NCAA. The NCAA came down and handed Michigan some punishments, and people are not happy with that, especially Ohio State fans. We're going to discuss that and so much more here on the other side, folks. If you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family today. We appreciate all you guys after the game. Lamar West and everybody in the chat. Dave Rich, shout out to you guys for tuning in. We'll be back in 2 minutes, folks. Peace.
Whether it's offensive linemen as they work combos and double teams and also pass, pro, and punch, I think the unique physicality of this is outstanding. So much so that you can use it for your shield on punt team or as you rush in the shield. There's so many different ways that we're using it. We get better a little bit every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't ever thought of this, and when I saw it, it made total sense, and we're doing a great job with it. So thank you, man. Go Big Red. What this has done for us is it's allowed us to, because of the surface area, because of its firm nature, I can still strike against another player and have to use that punch just like you do on a sled. At the same time, have to time my punch because it could move. I can teach defensive linemen how to handle double teams because they can feel pressure. We can simulate contact in a safe environment in non-contact times because of this unique bag.
Welcome down here to the Lab 60 Football Academy, 60 Strength and Fitness. I am your owner and operator, Matt McChesney. I just wanted to let everybody know that 60 is now on Cameo. You can go on Cameo and request any tips for training, any offensive line, defensive line tips, recruiting tips. I get so many inquiries in my inbox on a daily basis about tips and can you look at my film and can you do this? Can you break down something for me? I'd love to. All right? It's like the Joker said, my man, right here. If you're good at something, never do it for free. So Cameo is now your bridge to 60 Football Academy. Go in, request what you want, tips, suggestions, recruiting, film, and we will make sure that you get the absolute best from the best. So check out 60 on Cameo at 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy.
And we're back. If you're watching, hit that like button. We're in the building on this fine August Friday here, less than 2 weeks or 2 weeks away, really, until Colorado faces off against Georgia Tech. Can't wait for it. Matt, you posted a screenshot on Twitter here of you playing against Tom Brady. You remember this game? You want to dive into this game real quick and remember this picture exactly?
I know, man. I just found this when I was rewatching it on TV. But I just thought it was cool considering he's Tom Brady and I'm just some scrub. But yeah, I remember him chopping us the fuck up and nothing we're doing working and getting yelled at a lot. Other than that, though, the game was kind of shitty.
Yeah. Oh man.
Why the fuck can't you guys beat this guy? And we're sitting there like, the fuck you mean? Your plan sucks.
So how long after this did you switch to offensive line?
A year.
A year? So you played, did you end up playing?
So I played another season and then I got moved to guard.
Okay.
When Mangini, when Herm got fired, I did the entire offseason at defense, the entire training camp on defense. And the last day of training camp, they moved me to guard. And a piece of me died. And then I got fat and then played guard for 4 years. And then that was it.
Yeah. Do you look back on it now as a coach and appreciate it? Because I think you having that perspective playing both sides and
yeah, it was pretty awesome. The ability to coach both and do both and play in games on both the offense and defensive line, it's pretty rare. Yeah, you're damn right. I appreciate it. It was awesome. It was at the time it just kind of was what it was. I wanted an opportunity. I'll tell you, when I moved, the first thing Callahan told me was, now you know the snap count and you know where you're going. So
yep.
But I never had anybody in my entire fucking life ever have to pull me aside and talk to me about my effort and why I'm not working hard and why I'm not chasing the ball ever. Never fucking ever. In fact, the only reason I hadn't gotten to the NFL or even played at a high level was because I played literally 1,000% every fucking play all the time. The only thing I ever wanted to do was play ball, and I'm not going to – and if effort is the number – I heard it early, effort is the number one thing. And I was like, I can do that because that's inside my own head. So that's something that I'll say to every young player is, bro, you control that. I don't give a fuck how tired you are. Everybody's tired. Stop letting fatigue run your life, you fucking pussy. Mm-hmm. Tell that shit to go away and go do your fucking job. Be tired on the sideline. Take a drink. Be tired after you win your rep, and then you feel good, and you don't give a fuck about being tired. But you know what's really bad? Being tired and getting your ass kicked. Then it compounds into other shit like, I don't want to play anymore, and it's too hard and it's too hot. And I know that I was gifted genetically and by God with all this shit, but fuck it. I'm going to let the coward in my head write the book. Nah, dog, don't let that happen. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, control what you can control, Matt. And
because guess what, homie? You're going to wake up one day and be 43 years old, like your boy. And then all you're going to have is like, I did this. And if you didn't do it right, you can't say shit.
That's true.
If you didn't do it right, you don't have any fucking homeboys to go see on Saturday. If you didn't do it right, you can't walk into your building. If you don't do it right, you can't go to the NFL alumni meetings. If you can't do it, you don't get your pension every month to figure out how much you get to when you get to retire. 45's coming quick too, boys. So you better be nice to me or I'm gone.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man,
fucking check gets at 45, bitch. I'm going to be taking a nice little vacation.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But well, let's dive into this because I want to get your reaction to somebody.
He's a great coach. He called me 95. Hey, 95. 95 can't hit Coach Martin. 95.
I know how much you hate Nebraska. How do you feel about this? They have black uniforms now, and they wear these on November 1st against USC. So they are black uniforms.
All
black. And they got the white helmet, and they took all the red off the helmet. It's all black. Little odd.
It's not the. I mean, they look like Iowa State.
Yeah, I think they're a tribute to Iowa State. Is what people are saying on Twitter. I guess I don't know.
They look like Iowa State helmets, or they look like Iowa State uniforms. But and that's cool. I mean, look, there's. Look, you can call yourself the black shirts and you can want to be us as much as you want, but you can dress up in the fucking weeds or the corn stalks and whatever and try and look hard, but that'll make you hard.
Dude, I wanted to get your when I saw this, I thought of you or the first person I thought of. I'm like,
yeah, it doesn't make you hard. I dig them. I guess they're cool looking. I mean,
they're cool looking. Yeah,
I want Nebraska to have a good seat. We don't play them this year or in the future, so I really hope that changes Rick George and Matt Rule and everyone. What the fuck? But I'd love for them to wear these uniforms and us beat the shit out of them in Folsom. That would be fantastic.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean,
that'd be kick ass. In fact, the last time I'm pretty sure they lost in Folsom, we wore black and white with a black helmet and a white buffalo, black top, white pants. That looks very similar to what they just copied. So I'm just saying they switched up the colors a little bit, but they damn sure copied Iowa State, and they've been calling themselves the black shirts forever, and I never understood it. I know it goes back to like the 70s and shit, but y'all wear red and white. There ain't no black on your fucking shirts. It's because of practice, and we wore black jerseys in practice if we did good. I mean, if we were the number one redneck inbreeder on the team, we got a black jersey. Blah 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 blah. But you don't wear black. You don't look good in black. Your colors are communist motherfucking red and coward white. And coward white waves that flag, bitch. So let's make sure that you stay on that trail, okay? Little redneck inbreeders, corn stalker bug eaters.
Wow. Coward red and communist white.
I really hope you do well this year and everything is good, but god damn it, I want to play these people every year so bad I don't know what to do with myself. Well, it's coming up on football season and they're not on the schedule, and that sucks.
That does suck. And I've talked about that extensively. So have you and I. In good news.
Are you telling me that Farmageddon is in Ireland?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in Ireland. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Farmageddon is in Ireland?
Yes. Yeah, let me look it up. I think it's in Dublin. Let me look it up.
Fuck, man. You can't have Farmageddon in fucking Ireland. There was a famine there. They can't farm shit.
Is it in Dublin? Because I saw a thing of Kansas State sending their like equipment truck off, and they're like off the week one or whatever. I'm like, don't they play in like Europe or some shit? Emerald Isle,
Farmageddon,
and at Avia Stadium in Dublin, Ireland.
I mean, that's pretty cool, but still, it is Farmageddon. It should be played in like the middle of a cornfield somewhere.
I thought Kansas State was home when they were playing in Manhattan. Like, what the hell?
Like, there's a really good idea for the game. Like, go build a stadium somewhere in the middle of a cornfield. Here's a good question. Could Bailey make it through your training gauntlet? Well, it depends on what we're doing and if he's actually in football shape. A regular dude walking in, if you have heart, you could probably do it.
If I'm in shape, I mean,
if you're relatively in shape and you're not gonna like die from doing the workout, you could probably make it through it. It's not really that hard.
I could do it right now, probably.
It's really not that hard. It's all mental, man. Everything I do in that fucking place is mental. If I raise my voice at you, it's on purpose to see how you're gonna react. If you're gonna cower, if you're gonna flinch, if you're gonna run away and quit. If you lose reps and you never come back, that tells me something about you. If you lose reps and all you do is come back, that shows me something about you. If you study, that tells me something. If you don't, that tells me something. If you sit in the fucking meeting room and your parents put up the money to invest in you to get in the program and your dumbass doesn't come or you won't put in the work, that tells me something, that you don't respect your own goddamn fucking parents, you loser. So, it's not physical. It's fucking mental. And if you're a man with a pair of testicles and a heart, or you're a female with some fucking with some shit behind her and some heart, then you're probably going to get right. But if you're a bitch, it doesn't matter what gender you are. You're just a bitch, and you're not going to do well in my place. Period.
Well said. And I mean, that as you move up in football, you can tell people better than anybody. Everything becomes mental. It's the biggest thing.
Hey, I'm sorry, but you're not giving my boy any fucking any love right now. And
I'll mute your dumbass. You're just saying bullshit.
You can get fucked. If he gets yelled at on the show, he yells right back at me off the shit.
He's just saying
okay,
shit.
So I don't want to fucking hear it, dog. That's my boy, and we've been doing a good job on the show. And the only reason it's any good is because he makes it look good, because I don't know how to do all this bullshit. So how about you say thank you to the homeboy instead of giving him shit, Maxie? How about this? Why don't you come to the gym, fat boy, and we'll see if you do a good job with me yelling at you, breathing down your neck. Then you can talk shit to Bailey.
Sure. In other news for Cornhuskers fans, Matt, and I just think your reaction to this is going to be hilarious. They're selling alcohol at Lincoln, so
as they should.
It's just going to get even crazier.
I mean, look, that place is nuts. And they should sell booze there. They're going to make a lot more money if they start selling beer. So I never understood that, man. Why don't you sell beer at college games? Like,
I don't know. I don't understand.
People party too hard. What do you expect? What do you expect? It's fucking college. What did we just talk about with the fucking recruiting trips?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I never understood that. Yeah, Matt, well said. I mean, if they ain't selling it, they'll pull up with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come on now. Oh boy. But yes, Cornhuskers fans rejoice. You'll have beer at Cornhuskers home games this season.
They need it.
And good luck to you guys.
No, fuck you. Lose. I hope you win, but I hope you lose. Either way works. If you win, rule stays and everything's good. If you lose, then I get to have a good Saturday a little bit, just this much. As long as we win and you lose, then everything's good in the world.
Facts. Matt, it's WNBA time. So, from what I understand here, I'm not too in tune here. I bet that's true.
No, they do. It's facts. It's everywhere. Last year at the fucking Baylor game, I was sitting there and there was some guy smoking a fucking heater, a fat doobie right behind all the recruits. Just sitting there fucking token. Everyone's just standing there. He's just blazing.
Gotta love Colorado.
Yeah, man. Man of the free, home of the brave.
So I guess the WNBA offered their players a 400% raise, meaning it's 4 times their current salary. And the players have responded saying it's a slap in the face. Matt, take a listen.
I think we can focus on our players in the union. We got a proposal from the league, which was honestly a slap in the face. And I think we really have to put an emphasis on the players that are in our league right now. But I love to see the league growing. I think, adding these teams in Philly and Detroit, like that's how amazing is that.
All right. Matt, go ahead.
I got something to say. You don't make any fucking money. Your product is trash. You have maybe 3 players anyone knows. Who the fuck is that chick? No one knows.
I don't have no idea.
Who gives a fuck? No one cares. Until you start making money at the Masons convention, say thank you for getting a 400% pay raise, you smug bitches. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I mean, holy shit, ladies. Do you not know how to read a fucking spreadsheet or like a profit and loss sheet? It's not fucking personal, you dumbass. I understand that most women struggle with this because they just got a fucking credit card that you can just swipe, and you don't need to fucking worry about shit. I know that like that's just part of your life, and you're like, honey, my credit card doesn't work, and he goes boop boop boop, and then your credit card works. I know how this works, but what I'm saying is a 400% raise right off the bat is probably a good thing. Now, I'm not one to take the first offer, but when you're making $7 an hour trying to play professional basketball, maybe a 400% raise is better. Because I'm telling you, you would be better off going to a Masons convention and learning how to fucking build rather than keep throwing up all these bricks and acting like you deserve some more fucking money. You don't deserve shit. You got to earn it. This is sports. If no one goes to your games and no one gives a fuck, and ESPN can push this as much as they want, dog. They can try and shove this down everyone's throat. I just changed the channel. I'm out. Well, yeah. The minute I see the highlights of the game, I'm out. So yeah, dog, if you want everybody to start respecting your craft and respecting your game, then maybe you guys should be better. Because I there's one thing that's a fact in reality. People hate watching second level sports.
That is true.
They hate it. They hate watching second level football, i.e. the XFL. They hate watching second level basketball, i.e. the D League. They hate watching second level fucking hockey, i.e. the developmental leagues and all the international leagues. They hate watching fucking basketball in China unless you're in fucking China. They hate watching basketball in Syria unless, well, they don't have basketball there anymore. How about Turkey? They hate watching basketball in Turkey unless you're in fucking Turkey. They don't give a fuck. No one's watching AA, AAA baseball unless you're an absolute psychopath and you literally have nothing to do or hit the lotto. No one gives a fuck. So why would they care about this? I understand caring about women's basketball in college because you're in college and there's a bunch of people at the college that probably care and will go support. But the WNBA, unless the product is elite and I'm going to go see someone get yammed on and fucking like, that's why you watch basketball. I don't watch basketball for like, I don't watch it for like the fundamentals. I watch it for Steph Curry's 70-yard shot when fucking I'm watching fucking LeBron flop and fucking KD get hurt and Jokic dominate. That's why I'm watching. But yeah, the WNBA has got a real wake-up call coming, bro. Just here, you want to make some money? Stop fucking getting mad at people throwing dildos and go make the dildo company your number one fucking advertiser. And start walking around with dildos around your neck and fucking start having dildo night and all this other shit. And I bet you your fucking profits go through the roof.
I'm going to say.
Or have Sophia Cunningham get a goddamn OnlyFans page, and that'll probably facilitate all the payments for the entire fucking league.
Dude.
Sophia Cunningham gets an OnlyFans page. I'll tell you what. I bet you how much you want to bet there's more fans on her OnlyFans page that there are going to the fucking games. You want to bet?
She might make.
She'll make more fucking money than God. She'll be able to buy the fucking WNBA.
Sure. Here's my thing, Matt. That's all I'll say. The WNBA's viewership is. People.
Should I do my research before calling the Masons convention? This is disappointing. Get fucked, CC. No one gives a shit about this bullshit league. Give me a break, dog. I don't have daughters. I'm raising two men. I don't give a fuck about this shit. No one cares. Give me a break. We're talking like we talk in groups of men. If you're getting offended by it, then go to your WNBA game and fucking hang out with the rest of the mutants that are at that shit. Because I can't find one person that goes to support. And all the and I'm tired of like all the professional athletes trying to fucking like push themselves into the narrative and going to the games like you're entertained. Shut the fuck up. You're not. You're sitting there laughing at it just like everybody else. You're just doing it in person, which is even worse.
Yeah, my takeaway is women don't watch the WNBA, and that's why the viewership will not even out.
Who's your favorite player, Cece?
Yeah.
Do you have one of their jerseys? Is the jersey an apron? Ooh.
The WNBA championship is in October, smack in the middle of football season, so no one's watching that anyway. So I'd love to hear the argument on that. I'm just telling the truth here. And Shaq told Angel Reese that if they lower the rims to 8 feet, that the viewership would increase. And I agree with you. That's all I have to say.
She would still brick the fucking ball and still miss, but it would increase, yes. And Shaq gets mad at people for talking shit. Bring it on, Shaq, okay? You'll walk in and I'll run the other way because you look like Godzilla to me. But I'm still going to be, the minute you turn around, I'm going to start talking again.
WNBA turned down a 400% raise. Unbelievable. Can't wait to see the next
smart.
Yes.
Hey, we don't have any money. Here's a 400% raise. Fuck you. Okay. That sounds pretty much like every woman ever.
I wonder how this is going to play out.
I wonder how it's going to play out with a bunch of women. I think it's going to be a goddamn fucking disaster. That's how it's going to work. Are you kidding me?
Let's go to Lubbock.
No, time out. It's totally irrational. They're not thinking correctly. They think they're worth more than they are, which is every fucking woman ever. Now you can switch.
Okay. On to Lubbock. The Big 12 voted 15-1 to issue 15-yard penalties on teams after a third instance of throwing items on the field. So we know how badly this is going to affect Texas Tech and Lubbock and their
I can't throw my tortillas anymore.
Goddamn. I mean, I think Jimmy Horn slipped on one in the game and shit. Like, I'm just thinking back to how this affects gameplay and shit.
It's fucking dangerous, number one, and it's super redneck.
Yes. So in the Big 12, it was 15-1, but of course, Texas Tech was the only one that voted against it, and their athletic director says their tradition of throwing tortillas will not stop. The rules can change.
What tradition?
Tradition will not. That is from Texas
I played
Tech.
there in 2003. You know how many
Ho-cut. Go ahead.
You know how many people threw a tortilla in 2003 when I was there? This is how many. You just came up with this stupid shit. This isn't tradition. You guys ran out of refried beans and fucking cheese, and you were like, what are we going to do with all these extra tortillas? And some asshole was like, throw them on the field. And you were like, there's tradition. There's Texas Tech tradition. It ain't about winning. It's about throwing goddamn tortillas and armadillos and Lubbock, which looks like Afghanistan. Yeah, you have no tradition. Your team sucks. Your team sucks. The last team in the Big 12 to win a national title was Colorado in 1990. The conference is bunk. We really need to pick this up. We really need a Big 12 champion to win the national title.
Bad. And I mean, Texas Tech is in top 5 in spending in the country in their transfer portal class. They have a top 5 transfer portal class. Can they get over 10 wins? I don't know. When's the last time they won 10 wins? Like 09 or something?
I don't know. Like with Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, it's been a while. But sorry, Texas Tech fans, no more tortillas for you, or I guess you're going to be putting Baron Morton and your quarterback in penalty hell, going back 15 yards every time you throw a goddamn tortilla. In other news, in 6-0 Academy news, Jackson Roper, four-star offensive lineman, was offered by Arizona State in the Fighting Kenny Dillinghams. This is some good news for Jackson Roper, Matt. I'm proud of him for that. What are your reaction as his coach?
Well, right off the bat, he's going to bring up Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes went 13-19 at Texas Tech. He had a losing record, so I don't want to hear this shit.
Kingsbury's airless.
Jackson Roper is a hell of a player. Jackson Roper just got offered by another Big 12 team, the one that won the conference last year. So Kansas State and Arizona State, the top 2 teams in the conference from a lot of people's perspective, have both offered this young man. He's got Texas A&M, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Oklahoma as well, on top of CSU and UTEP. But CSU and UTEP, you can kick rocks, you ain't getting it. I am not saying that CU needs to offer him, because I'm no longer going to say that, because obviously they don't value the kid the same way everyone else does. Because if you wait a really long time and you do it last, no one's going to take you seriously. So they're already behind the 8 ball here significantly. I sent this to Coach Dre this morning, like, we really need to get on this kid. We'll see what they do. But at the same time, I've also had conversations with 3 other Big 12 schools, i.e. one in Salt Lake, that are about to pull the trigger. So, again, we are going to be significantly behind if we don't pull our head out of our ass and offer the kid right down the fucking street in my gym. But at the same time, every time I say that, everyone gets pissed off at me. So, you know what? Go to Arizona State, Roper. Fuck it.
That is some reveal. I mean, that's some.
It's a fucking 2-way street, dog. It's a 2-way street. It's not just I want to play there and then that's where I'm going to go play. That's not how it works. But to say that this kid can't play because CU's not recruiting him is ridiculous.
Also, that's definitely ridiculous.
And my question is, how many guys are you just going to let walk out right in front of you? when I'm literally going, here's another one, and you're just not interested. But hey, that's okay. The transfer portal seems to be working for the Buffs up front, and that's the route they want to take. And if it works, then I have no beef.
Yeah, definitely, Matt. Either way, shout out to Jackson Roper on landing an offer.
It's big time, dog. This kid's a stud.
Yeah, shout out to him for landing that. He's got, you just mentioned all of his offers. He's got Oklahoma, several SEC offers. Shout out to him, man. Really working his way up, and I only expect this to continue. We'll see if Colorado.
I love that. Like he tags Coach Betty right there. That's the Cherry Creek offensive line coach.
Mm-hmm.
Guy fucking hates me. Absolutely hates me. Doesn't want his kids in my gym. The only reason Roper's over at Creek is because he transferred. Like, the dude absolutely hates me, which I don't understand either. I've never talked to him before in my entire life.
Weird.
Helping kids find their goals is apparently a really decisive thing in Denver.
Crazy to me. I don't understand. That's weird as shit to me. I don't get it.
I was we were scrimmage last night against Columbine and Montbello, like I said, and afterwards, Jalen Moore, who played at Denver East and then went to Oregon State and then coached for a while, really good kid, guy I worked with forever back in the day, just walked up to me randomly. We were ducking it up. He's like, everybody talks shit about you, but no one else puts out linemen and develops kids like you do. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know any of the people that you know over there. They're talking shit about me. So I don't understand it. I don't understand all the fucking coward men that have the audacity to talk in sewing circles but won't come say it to me. You're a bunch of fucking pussies, bro. You're a bunch of fucking basket weaving, like making your own, macrameing your own shorts, like probably holding hands, skipping through the park with your buddy, bitch. So no one wants to fucking hear what you say, which is exactly why you say it to each other, you punk motherfuckers. Remember that. I'll say whatever I want to you and you'll do nothing. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Oh, I should be doing something. What am I doing wrong? Producing fucking players? Shut up, bitch.
Come on. Gosh. Before we get out of here on this fine Friday, I want to get your.
You want to know what it is I'm not religious, and that's used against me at every turn. Every turn. The fact that I'm not a Bible bumper and I'm not sitting there being a hypocrite next to him on Sundays because I know who you really are. That's why people have such a problem with me. Because I don't buy into the fucking little Christian bubble that's down here in fucking Parker and all the religious people that use it against you when you're not religious and apparently you're a piece of shit because of it. In reality, the fact that you believe in Santa Claus with absolutely no proof is probably a little bit more of a question to me. So,
yeah,
give me a fucking break, dog. Like, I thought this was about football, not about personal shit. Which you'll never say anything negative to me. You just talk in circles to your fucking buddies that reiterate the same thing because they're all blowing you because you're in charge.
They never say it to your face, Matt. And it's the same. It's a common theme with people who like to talk. People like to talk on the internet. And people like to talk shit in this chat, even. Shit. Before we get out of here, I got to get
Easter Bunny. I agree, East Coach Kev. Why the fuck is the Easter Bunny a thing? And it lays eggs? What?
Matt, you've sent a couple of kids to Michigan over the years, and the NCAA came down and I guess laid the hammer, if some want to call it that. Michigan is expected to face $20 million plus fine in postseason football revenue over the next 2 seasons. Sharon Moore will receive an additional 1-game suspension. Michigan already imposed a 2-game suspension on Coach Moore for weeks 3 and 4 of this season. And also on top of this, as if this will mean anything, because I don't think Jim Harbaugh will ever go back to college, former Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh will receive a 10-year show clause penalty. Connor Stallions will receive an 8-year show clause penalty. Matt, what do you got to say about all this before we get out of here?
The NCAA is a fucking joke.
That's exactly what I said when people
you're fucking penalizing people that aren't there anymore. Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck are we doing?
Give me a fucking break. This happened years ago. How many times do we have to be? So they already did a documentary on this, and now you're coming out with a ruling?
Yeah.
NCAA, go to the middle of the ocean and wrap cinder blocks around your feet and jump in. You'd be more useful at the bottom of the fucking ocean than you are doing what you're doing now. This is laughable. They'll gladly play the fine. He'll take his suspension, and nothing's going to fucking happen. And nothing should. And you know what? Drake Nugent's still going to walk around with a fat fucking championship ring on his finger. Can't take that away, motherfucker. So, again, the NCAA is an absolute joke. It is a joke. There's nothing bigger and more of a joke than the NCAA.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like maybe the players union in the NFL, maybe, but at least it's a union. The NCAA is just a group of people fucking kids over left and right. And they're supposed to be helping us. Nope.
No, and they're powerless at this point.
Like I hope I meet some. I've never met anybody that works for the NCAA either. So take that into account too. Do they really have employees? Because I've never met one. I never saw one when I was at CU. I never met one.
Say they have employees. I don't know if they
you never saw one at Eastern Garen fucking T.
No.
So I'm starting to think that maybe this is all just a bunch of bullshit, and Michigan should tell them to go stick it in their ass and see what happens.
The prime sexuals hate this man, but Coach JB has a great saying about the NCAA. He calls them the not caring assholes of America.
Yeah, they're awful.
That is true. Love to get in this era of college football. Let's get Dave Portnoy's reaction to this, and I want to hear Matt's react to this. Take a listen.
So the big bad NCAA, that dickless organization on the way out, corrupt, loses every lawsuit ever against them, NIL, can't control nothing. They just fined Michigan $20 million. Like, we give a fuck about $20 million. $20 million is ashtray money, bro, for us. That's like, what, 1/4 of Bryce Underwood? We don't care about $20 million. Oh, Connor Stallions, U.S. Marine, by the way. He can't coach for 8 years for what? Being great at decoding signals and serving his country? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Ohio State, cry. Little brother, cry. All you other schools, cry. It's going to be student body left, student body right. We got a quarterback. The forward pass is back in our offense, and we're going to mash you, just like we've mashed Ohio State for the past 100 years.
I think Michigan fans should be pretty happy about the way this plays.
I know people don't.
Man, that's all I got to say.
I know people don't like Portnoy, but I'm not one of them.
I think he's great. I think he's
awesome. And he's self-made, and he's got an opinion, and he doesn't give a fuck. And I dig that shit. And he supports his team. He didn't even play there, and he's given them millions of dollars hands over foot to help. So that's real. That's some big time shit. So and he's not wrong. That's for damn sure. Everything he said is true.
Yeah.
He may not like his delivery, but goddamn it, he's right.
That is true. And he has donated a lot to Michigan football. He's the reason that Bryce Underwood really is there. Let's be real.
100% the reason he's there. He broke off a fucking massive check and said, "Hey, fuck LSU." And Brian Kelly was like, "What are you doing, guy? You can't go to Michigan."
Speaking of the donations, let's go back to the Big 12 before we get out of here. The Kansas Jayhawks have received an unprecedented $300 million gift from donor David Booth, who's extremely wealthy, been there and done that. He is actually a donator to Coach JB at Independence, his last chance U years. But this is believed to be one of the largest single gifts in the history of college athletics. Matt, how do you feel about this for the Kansas Jayhawks before we get out of here?
They need it. Their stadium was absolutely god awful before they renovated it, so they need all the help they can get. $300 million gift. That must be good at his household. Fuck. Yeah, probably got $300 million is giving away and shit.
300. God damn.
God dang. Yeah, man. Good. That's good for them. I wish CU had a $300 million donor. Fuck.
Jeez, seriously. Yeah, that is different type of money there. So watch out for the Kansas Jayhawks in a few years. They might have a craziest transfer portal class you ever seen. Who knows?
They support Portnoy, but not Gilly. I didn't even know who Gilly was until 2 days ago.
Avery, Portnoy employs Gilly, right? God damn. Just stop.
Oh, for real?
Gilly works for Barstool. He's a their podcast is on Barstool.
Oh, well, what the fuck? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
So,
we should see if we can get Gilly or whatever on the show, or go work for Barstool. That looks pretty fun.
I'm with that shit. Matt, we'll have to talk about that. Barstool, if you're listening, holla at us. But
yeah, Matt, we're real assholes and talk shit totally. Like, we fit right in.
Absolutely. Oh man. This has been an unbelievable show on this fine Friday. Lots of
It is a fine Friday. It's a fine Friday, Bailey. You fuck.
Lots of laughs, lots of good times here. Can't wait to really dive into Colorado Buffaloes football news here as, we really start to ramp it up next week in less than 2 weeks. So Colorado takes on Georgia Tech. Can't wait. And Matt, in closing thoughts before we get out of here, I'll be live with Coach Leroy Frederick here in about an hour talking Canes and a bunch of other shit.
Just enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything too stupid. Football season's around the corner. You don't want to miss it. Other than that, man, we're rolling. So have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Thank you to FanDuel for all you do. You guys kick ass.
Shout out to FanDuel for supporting the show. We'll be back on Monday. Check out preseason matchups tonight. The Titans take on who do the Titans take on? God damn. The Titans have a preseason opener tonight. Chiefs and Seahawks kick off at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight as well. So there's plenty of preseason games for you guys to go watch. And we'll see how Dylan Gabriel performs tomorrow, Matt. Also, can't wait to react to that on Monday. That'll probably be our first discussion. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button.